Good afternoon to you and welcome to one of the most scenic venues in Japanese football. We're in Nihondaira today for Shimizu S-Pulse against Cerezo Osaka in the Western Regional round of the 100-year Vision League. The stadium that sits on top of the most beautiful of settings, with views down over Shimizu Bay and Mount Fuji in the distance. Well, today it's the players out there on the field who will be hoping to catch the eye at the end of Golden Week in Japan, a week of public holidays. It's back to normal tomorrow. They'll be hoping one more day of celebration will see their side get a victory today. The Cerezo fans here, as ever, in numbers. And as the players make their way out, led by Takafumi Mikuriya, the match referee, they know that opportunity has just knocked a little for them. Gamba Osaka's stunning thumping of Vissel Kobe at the weekend has opened the door at the top of the table. Both these sides could make major inroads into that lead with a victory today. At the moment, they've been a little inconsistent, a little bit up and down. Well, that man there, Yudai Shimamoto, the brilliant 19-year-old who scored the turnaround goal in the comeback victory at the weekend. Hoping to catch the eye along with Masaya Shibayama there. Two dynamic young talents of Japanese football right now. Well, it's a lovely mild day in the Shizuoka region. Temperature around 20 degrees right now. It will get warmer. It's the perfect conditions for football. The pitch is absolutely perfect as well. And in the middle of a hectic schedule for these two groups of players. Today, such an important game for both sides. Both, as you'd expect, with midweek games and weekend games coming so thick and fast, are rotating their squads, but trying to keep it down to the necessary minimum. Well, it was a surprise when Takayuki Yoshida left Vissel Kobe at the end of last season. He's now taken charge of Shimizu. Today, he does make changes to his starting 11. He played with the back three at the weekend. The back three all drop out. Sumiyoshi, Brunetti and Yoshida come in, and a return for Yudai Shimamoto, the match winner at the weekend. Osei-hun will once again lead the line following his return on a permanent basis to Shimizu after some time away at Machida. One of the best in the business is in charge today. Takafumi Mikuriya, the 41-year-old, in charge of today's game. And ably assisted by Kohei Ando and Soichi Iwasaki. Yasuhiko Takanaga is over on the touchline, of course. Should we require the assistance of those in the VAR booth, we have Yusuke Ohashi and Ryo Hirame to provide the necessary help to the on-pitch referee and officials. Well, this is the Cerezo side. Arthur Papa says he wants his side to be a little more aggressive and a little more attacking, and to really try and have more attacking intent. They've drawn the last two, albeit winning them on penalties. Today, they also make changes. Dion Cools and returns at right back. Shinji Kagawa will return in midfield. And there's a start as well for Yumeki Yokoyama. Today, Solomon Sakuragawa leads the line for Arta Papas' side. It's a tried and trusted formation. It's what Arta Papas likes to go with. For the home side, and for that man there, twice a J-League winner with Vissel Kobe. Still getting used to life in Shimizu, but feels he's starting to get the right message across to his players, and they're responding well. Well, it's anyone's group at the moment in the West. This is 4th against 6th. Cerezo with a victory could go within a point of Gamba in 2nd and 2 points of Vissel Kobe at the top. Shimizu a further point behind. Could also make real progress. Referee Takafumi Mikuria gets the game underway in the ground that the home fans affectionately call the IAI Stadium. It's Shimizu S-Pulse against Cerezo Osaka, as both look to close the gap at the top of the Western Regional Group of the MEIJI Yasuda 100-year Vision League. Well, Hata's given the ball away and got away with it, because Shinji Kagawa was there to step in and win the loose ball. It's sent downfield for the chasing Kagawa. Still a winning runner, as he always has been, of course. That's Kitagawa knocking the ball forward. Header won by Dion Cools. Forward by Yoshida. On by Osehon. A nice take and turn. Yoshida. On to Shimamoto. Shimizu have been struggling for consistency. Desperate to find a decent little run of results. They were winners ago against Kyoto Sanga. That's a decent hit. The goalkeeper has to just beat the ball away and then follow it up with his fist. It's not the best clearance in the world. That's a decent stop, though. And very nearly an early way through for the home side. Away by Tanaka. Kagawa's over on the ball. A lively start to the game. Kitagawa. Sumiyoshi. Beautifully measured ball. Oh, well, it was measured, it just was allowed to run out of play by Nakahara. He ended a run of 3 without a win at the weekend. Did Yoshida's side. His side have been involved in tight games all season. 6 penalty shootouts so far in their fixtures. The games ended as draws. said in that last 3 games that Cerezo have played, they've won a couple of them on penalties. So I expect this to be a tight affair. Here is the Australian head coach of Cerezo. It feels that all the basics and the fundamentals are there from his side. Just wants them to be a little braver in the final third, to go for the jugular perhaps a little more. It's that strike, really, really well hit by Zentono, beaten away by the goalkeeper, then recovered well to make the second save. Strong header away from Inoue. Rare goal for him at the weekend. Nowhere in the end there for Nakahara to go. Goalkeeper took all the time he had, but then his ball downfield was way overhit just as he was closed down. Togo Umeda. Lively opening 5 minutes. It's well won, well battled by Zentono. Now the charge from Kitagawa. Goalkeeper comes, he doesn't get there. He'll make a clean contact, did enough to get the ball away. Yoshida. We'll get the ball back and we'll find Nakahara here. Dion Course in the way. And he will clear away downfield. It's been a really, really good acquisition to this side, has Dion Course. Goalkeeper got away with one a little bit there. Course was there to help him out. Of course, he's a full-time Malaysian international now. He was born in Malaysia. Brought up in Belgium, played for Belgium at youth level. Offside flags up. Shimamoto had just failed to get back from an offside position. What a brilliant goal it was by him at the weekend, cutting inside from the left flank and bending the ball into the far corner. Outstanding goal. We've seen a few of those of late, most notably in the UEFA Champions League a week ago, when one of the best wide players, if not the best wide player in the world right now, Krisha Kvaratskhelia, did just that. Came in from the left flank and in one movement buried the ball in the back of the net. Very similar to what Shimamoto did in his game at the weekend. Solomon Sakuragawa is rarely one who wouldn't take the opportunity to have a word or two in the referee's ear. A lively, animated character. A good signing as well. Responded with goals. Yoshida did a good job. Away downfield by Togo Umeda. Now then, 3 against 3. What can they work here? Well, there's no way past the defensive challenge. It's a really good flick on. Well, a little bit simple probably for Artapapas's liking. Well, Shimizu have a corner. Forward go the big boys. Sumiyoshi and Matthias Brunetti wait inside the penalty area. The other two have come forward from the back. It's very flat towards the near post, didn't really get the height on it that he was looking for. Comfortable clearance. Well, there isn't much of a roof on this stadium. You'd never guess, though, with the acoustics inside it. I mean, it's very, very raucous out there. Feeling that the first goal in this game could be huge, whichever way it goes. Such is the tight nature of how well that both these sides could defend. Yoshida couldn't keep the ball in play. Gives a throw which Dion Cools will take. Hun had started in an offside position there, picked up on by the assistant. 10 minutes gone in the IAI Stadium. Touch by Sakuragawa. Way downfield, looking for the run of Nakahara. Will go all the way back through to Kim in the Cerezo goal. Amazing to think that Kim turns 39 in July. What a career he's had, what a servant he's been as well. Just to Cerezo, but to the J-League as well. 16 times capped by South Korea. He's 17 years on from his first appearance for Cerezo. True definition of loyal servant. One club man in a world that has really changed and rapidly evolved. Players don't tend to stay in one place too often nowadays. Yoshida. That's nicely done. One further over. It's a good challenge. Right up on the edge of the penalty area. Still, they try to make something happen. Comes all the way through. Might be a secondary chance as the ball was pulled back by Shibayama. Couldn't find Dion Cools. Lovely piece of approach play by Yokoyama. And Shimizu will be mightily relieved that nothing else came from that. Just for a moment they were opened up. A little touch came down. Shinji Kagawa tried to squeeze it through. Yoshida did well. No lasting damage for Sumiyoshi. That little delay, the referee can get us started again. Nice taken turn by Kagawa. Had nowhere to go though. He quickly throws down. Tanaka. Ball is over the top. Really good run again from Yokoyama. Little wayward from Tanaka. Free kick goes against Nelson Ishiwatari. Another of the teenagers that's really caught the eye in the 100 Vision League. We've seen so many of them. This very special competition, giving clubs the chance to help blood their young players. Sumiyoshi. It's a little overhit, a little bit deep. Papas has really asked for his team to play with a tempo today, to play with intense football. It's all about finding a way through, breaking the high press. Certainly more than enough talent out there to do just that on both sides. Forward by Ayoma Ohata. Touch by Sakuragawa is good. The game opens up to the right-hand side. Lovely ball. Oh, it's just run away from Dion Coles. Does manage to retrieve the situation and will win a corner, but it could have been so much more. Lovely football. Shibayama will take. They're near post heavy here on the home side. That's why. Good header up. To get the ball out for another corner. Played 18 minutes. Cerezo get themselves on top. They have this corner to do so. It's right underneath the crossbar. It's headed away off the goal line, and it has been given. The ball has crossed the line. Celebrations for the Cerezo players. Shimizu's players are incensed, but Shunta Tanaka was the one who was in there, who reacted faster than anybody. And the referee took a moment, and he got the confirmation he was waiting for. Tanaka's header is a mile over the line. And Cerezo strike from a set piece through their captain. Goalkeeper didn't deal with the initial ball. There were some complaints about the challenge on the goalkeeper that was made by Ishiwatari. We are having a check now as to whether or not Togu Umeda was fouled. The free kick wasn't given on field, so there has to be absolutely no argument that it was a foul when looking at the VAR. If anything, the goalkeeper just seemed to get caught underneath Ishiwatari. It doesn't look as though Nelson Ishiwatari actually jumps into the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper seems to jump into him. The left arm was out, which may go against Cerezo, but it's a very, very marginal call. If it goes his way, he'll probably consider himself a bit lucky. If it goes against him, maybe there will be a feeling that justice was done. But we are at the behest right now of Yusuke Ohashi, who turns around and says that it is a goal for Cerezo, that the goalkeeper got himself caught underneath the challenge. And Shunta Tanaka takes advantage and puts Cerezo in front. Forward by Kitazume. Fairly firm challenge by Sumiyoshi into the back of Shinji Kagawa. The wise old man that he was knew it was coming. Tanaka again has been utilised in both midfield and defensive roles so far this season. So versatile is the former Consadole Sapporo man. Picked up following their relegation to J2. Really good signing. As what was a very good and attacking Consadole Sapporo side broke up following, or prior to their relegation, really. Well, they went behind at the weekend, did Shimizu. It did not faze them one iota. They're looking to find a way back very quickly. It's a good read and interception by Hatanaka. Well, his years of experience, the glut of trophies that he's got as well. Nowhere for Nelson Ishiwatari to go there. Good flick, just runs away. From the supporting cast. Matthias Brunetti onto Sumoyoshi. And that will run all the way through to the goalkeeper. That's a clever touch, and now there's a little bit of space for Shibayama. Dancing away from 1-2 challenges. Just couldn't quite pull the ball round enough to bend it into that bottom corner. Just had one thing on his mind as soon as he got himself that little fraction of space. Wasn't far off target in the slightest. It's back to the goalkeeper once again. Very physical challenge in the middle of the park on Tanaka. Referee happy to let it go. Tanaka. That's nicely done for Ohata to find some space. Let's go back. We've got to be careful here of Cerezo. They were in danger of giving the ball away. Eventually they do. Albeit a lot further away from their goal than initially they would have feared. The idea was good, just didn't quite have the legs to get the ball to go past Yoshida. Oh, very nearly robbed was Yoshida, tried to head downfield. Tigerish little character that he is. We'll go back straight to the goalkeeper. A little bit heavy. Forgive the goal scorer that. This is the goal. Just watch the goalkeeper comes forward. It's him really jumping into Ishiwatari rather than the other way around. Osehun with a nice turn. Lovely ball. The goalkeeper made the initial save. It came back very, very quickly out to where Nakahara was. And he just couldn't quite provide the finish at the second attempt. Lovely move. It was a peach of a ball. And just unfortunately, it was straight at the goalkeeper, whose reactions were very good. Little bit of pinball in the middle of the park. That will be a free kick and a foul. A little bit too much meat in the challenge on Takahashi. Home side looking for a response as we approach the half-hour mark. They're looking to change the angle. In the end, it ends up back where it was. Comfortably gathered by Kim. One of the great elder statesmen of the J-League. Nicely done. Clever little break as well to advance downfield. Ishiwatari or Sakuragawa was waiting for it. It was just over his head, and it was only just. Not much in it at all. Responded well this season, Salomon Sakuragawa. Responded with goals. As he says himself, he's not a young boy anymore. He's been playing senior football now for 5-6 years. Really wants to make an impact, just like he did when he was a youth level player, tipped for the very, very top when he was at Jeff United or Yokohama. That's taken by the goalkeeper. To use all the time that he's got. Kim goes Yoshida. That's another firm challenge in the middle of the park. Tanaka ends up on the floor again. Just a little bit late. Cerezo have dominated the game so far in terms of possession. The shots that Shimizu have been mainly pain-free for the visitors' defence and goalkeeper. Inuit. Sakuragawa not quite able to help the ball on to Shibayama. Kitagama, back to Sumiyoshi, and Matteus Brunetti will find his goalkeeper and exchange passes with him. It's whether they can put that sort of passing together downfield, where it's much more difficult. The ball inside that was looking for the little burst that Takahashi had made. Switch is good, although in receiving the ball there, Hikaru Makahara was in an offside position. Again, it seems to be catching with both these goalkeepers right now. More so for Kim, who's having more than the odd problem keeping the ball in play. Good cover by Dion Koos. That flag feels like it's been up more than it's been down during this first half. First half that has under 10 minutes remaining, but you can add a few minutes onto that for stoppage time, for the VAR check for the goal and the time it took for the restart. Cerezo's turn to give the ball away. They're working it very nicely. Shimizu. It's deep towards Nakahara, who takes the ball down well. Sumiyoshi on. The referee's going to stop the game because there is a player down here. It's Matteus Brunetti, the big centre-back, who felt the full force of that challenge. Well, they have players capable of creating a piece of magic. It's a fair old way out. Well, over the ball. Takahashi and you have Osehon. Well, they've assessed the options. Not entirely sure they've worked out what to do. Might just have to wing it. It's hit with the left foot, but the goalkeeper able to watch it all the way through. It was a good effort. Makahara, comfortable save in the end for Kim. he gets rewarded for that little piece of skill. Trying to work his way through there, the Shimamoto. His feet just a little too fast. Forward by Tanaka. Early ball is very, very deep. Will come through. Delivered again it's deep. Comes towards Yoshida. He takes one in the face. Takes one in the face, and we'll get up to see the offside flag up as well. It was tight. Might have been a little bit of hand in there as well. We have 5 minutes remaining of the first half. Cerezo's captain Shunta Tanaka with the goal. It separates the two sides. Jump from was Matteus Brunetti. Salomon Sakuragawa is penalised. They battled and won the ball back. How can they do something with it? Clever piece of movement from Ishiwatari. Switch will come back towards the middle of midfield, where it's helped on once again. First by Zenta Uno, then by Tanaka. Clever little ball, and the effort falling away was by Osehon. Difficult opportunity. Did his best to keep it down. The ball going away from you as you're going away from goal just makes it doubly difficult. They'll be wondering just what they can do to breach this Cerezo defence. They now leaked a lot of goals this season. The referee tells them to carry on playing. Helped on by Sakuragawa. Again, there's an almighty tussle for the ball, which ends with a goal kick. And some sore fingers for Brunetti. half-time plus stoppage time. You can get them looked at and strapped up in the interval if they need a bit of support and a bit of help. Nicely down by Makahara. The chase is on. Dion Cools making sure he's in command of that situation. Entering the final minute of the first half. First half that's really been devoid of what you'd call clear-cut goal-scoring chances. Was unhappy with one thing or another. That is the norm when he's on the football field. He's a fiery character, real competitor. Well, they wanted handball again there, as Takahashi tried to run away. Referee having absolutely none of it. And so we enter stoppage time at the end of the first half, of which there'll be 3 minutes. It's just a shade over hit for Ohata from Ishiwatari. They scrapped very hard early on, did the visitors, got themselves in front. The goalkeeper failed to deal with the initial cross. Shunta Tanaka on hand to turn home the ball. Well, they always say he should score more goals. Again, the visitors break down that attack quite easily. Beautifully knocked on by Kagawa. Makahara. Still coming, still going. Just dragged the shot. Just started to close the door on him as he got closer and closer to the edge of the penalty area. He just fractionally overrun the ball a little, maybe. Plenty of very good players in reserve and on the bench for Artapapas's side. That's forward for Sakuragawa. Run away and out of play. Those players they've got waiting to come on, include the likes of Aramo. It's been a fairly even game. The only difference being that one goal. Scored by Shunta Tanaka. It's been Shimizu who have had more of the shots as well. More of the attempts. But they find themselves behind at the interval. And it's a rare goal for Shunta Tanaka, who doesn't get many. And when he does, they tend to be a big and important goal. And the captain, it is, who turns the ball home after Ishiwatari upset the goalkeeper. They've had another of other chances as well. Jose Hun's had a couple of sighties at the other end, but not too much for Kim to do in the Cerezo goal. Much to ponder at half-time for the home players, but for Cerezo's play as well. It will be a case of half the job's done, now go and finish it off. Half-time here, Shimizu S-Pulse 0, Cerezo Osaka 1.
2026年6月13日、あの J リーグオールスターが17年の時を超え MUFG 国立によみがえる。 J リーグオールスターダゾーンカップ開催決定。あの選手とあの選手が同じチームに、あの選手のアシストであの選手がゴールなど、クラブ間の境界線を越えて熱狂できる。出場する選手を決める投票方法はご覧の3つ。詳しくは J リーグオールスター特設サイトへ。
So an early corner. An opportunity to strike quickly at the start of the second half. Can they find the response they're looking for? Straight into that cluster of players at the near post. It was a good, strong, powerful leap. As Mateus Bueno tried to get there, just couldn't quite keep it down. They'll really want to get him more and more involved in this second half. So often the playmaker, so much goes through him. That's a nice touch, the goalkeeper will come. Ayumu Ohata it was who managed to get there first. Good clean take again by Kim. Confirmation of the two teams going through the bottom of your picture. Another change, of course, with Umeda going off and Yuya Oki now onto the field. Kapijaba also joining us for the second half. He was one of the players who made way today as they tried to turn this game around. A game they've very much been in, a game they're very much part of still. But you sense the next goal is huge. There is Kapijaba. Those power in that left foot that you could imagine anywhere. Headed by Dion Coles. This is Matthijs Bueno. Trying to shuffle the way forward. The referee not interested in the appeals for a free kick. But the challenge was a good one from Ishiwatari. Again, the referee waves away any appeals for a free kick now. Then Kapijaba will chase that. He's just going to evade him. Was Ose Hun going down under the challenge of Nelson Ishiwatari. He felt that the ball was won cleanly. It did look to be as well. It's a flick towards Kapijaba again. His left foot delivery is good. It's a good, strong header away. Rikito Inoue it was who got the ball away. Matthijs Bueno again. Little run in behind was made by Shimamoto. Ball was just a bit heavy for him. Matanaka. Ohata. Ishiwatari. Good read, good nick by Matteus Brunetti. And that one will be a free kick. Ishiwatari committed himself and Shimamoto going down under the challenge. It's a nice ball. Shimamoto makes the break. There's two waiting. That's a good reaction from Kim. Shimamoto again, looking to provide that threat running in behind. The flag does go up eventually now. It won't be a corner, it'll be a free kick. He'd just gone that fraction too early. Kim goes long downfield. Yoshida did get a touch. Dion Kools will come to take the throw. Tanaka, the goal scorer, trying to play the ball forward. He's going to come back here to Hatanaka. Inoue. Kagawa. That's just a fraction overhit by Shinji Kagawa. All his old Manchester United teammates were over in South Korea last week playing in a Legends game. He was invited to take part, but he's still too busy playing J-League. And the rest of them, the likes of Giggs and Ferdinand, and all the Manchester United greats that Kagawa played with, playing in a charity game arranged by their former teammate Park. Shinji invited to be part of it, but it's a little tied up. Still playing top-flight football. Nice twist and nice turn. On by Shibayama. A little too high for Sakuragawa. That's nicely worked by Yokoyama. Fought for the decision, and despite the best protestations of Toshiki Takahashi, the decision goes the way of the visitors, who lead. Shinji Kagawa will take. Goalkeeper comes, and it's a good, clean punch away. First time he's been called upon since coming into the action. Back towards Matteus Brunetti. Oki will go long downfield. Matteus Bueno on towards Matteus Brunetti. There's the big centre-back again, Kapijaba. Nicely done. Is there an end product at the end of it? Well, very nearly a goal. It was a fine effort to go for goal from there. Shimamoto, who scored that wonderful goal just the other day, twisting and turning, weaved himself into a fraction of space, and the shot very nearly creeping past Kim at the near post. Yoshida's side certainly have it all to do in this second half. But if they are to go down in this game, it certainly won't be for the lack of effort. Here they come again on the charge with Kitazume. Calm clearance away by Hatanaka. Back with Oki, the former Kashima Antlers goalkeeper. Made the move to Shimizu a couple of years ago. Kapishaba. That's a good header away. Watched it well. Kapishaba's first taste of Japanese football came at Cerezo when he joined them a couple of years ago. Made the move across to Shimizu. As his opportunity and game time was being limited in Osaka. Shimamoto will take the corner. Well, it's a free header. It's flicked up onto the woodwork, and then Osehon puts it straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Just didn't get the break of the ball that they wanted. Free header initially. On it went. Looked for all the money in the world that was just going to go in from Sumiyoshi. And then Osehon couldn't quite turn the ball home. That's a really strong challenge on Yodai Shimamoto. It will be a word will suffice for Ishiwatari. Really did dive in very firmly and commit himself. Well, the home side are getting closer and closer to finding a way through. Still they trail. 1 hour of the game has been played. It's another good ball. The goalkeeper does well to come and to get the ball away. Sumiyoshi for Matteus Brunetti. Kapishaba again. It's just all a little too tight. He's offside anyway, as the ball was played forward. And there's going to be another change now to follow up that double change at half-time. and off will come Yutaka Yoshida and Yuki Honda, the former Vissel Kobe man, under that man there, Takayuki Yoshida. The champion at Vissel will come onto the side and come onto the field. Strong from Sakuragawa. Bruno Mateus equally strong in the challenge. Flicked by Sakuragawa. That's Mateus Bueno, who puts his teammate in a little bit of trouble with that ball back, but nice piece of skill and a twist and turn to get the ball away by the skipper. It's hammered away by Brunetti. On course. It's a really good win. Once again by Mateus Brunetti, Osehun, Kapijaba. Dion Cool stayed with him. Tried the trick, tried to sneak around the outside. The Malay international able to pause him, stop him on his way. Shimamoto will take the corner. Again, there's a lot of traffic around the goalkeeper, which the referee is keeping an eye on. It's very, very deep, and it's a pair of volleyed efforts that will come all the way back across goal it comes. Again, it was looking for Osehun, and again, Cerezo can clear. Well, the battery go away at the door. Shimamoto's deliveries have been excellent so far. Crossfield ball that was looking for the run of Takahashi. Chasing the game now a little on the home side, and they may be able to be caught on the break. There's a couple of changes coming here. Thiago Andrade will come on for Masaya Shibayama. That's a straight swap, and Hayato Okuda is going to replace Dion Course. Fresh legs as well there, bolstering the defence and the attack all in one go. And that with 24 minutes remaining. Arthur Papas' side have the lead. It's looking much more at risk now than it was at any other stage in the game. That's a nice twist and turn to open the game up here. There's a thumping challenge by Thiago Andrade, his first involvement in the game. Nearly got himself a yellow card. Bit of a swipe. Shimizu make another change. Takahashi off. Can Tachiba onto the field. Another of the really good homegrown talents. There's the one that's looking for Thiago Andrade. He's crowded out, and the ball finds its way back to Oki in the Shimizu goal. Never really upset Thiago Andrade, the ball a little behind him to start with. Drilled away towards the Brazilian. Header won't come back towards him. Seized upon very, very quickly. When they brought Yuki Honda on, you wondered if they would play him at full-back. He has played there before, or switch to a back three like they played at the weekend. Certainly looks more of a back three now. Or a back five, you could call it, when they don't have the ball, Shimizu. Well, they are chasing the game. It's up to them to turn it around. That's a little overhit from Sakuragawa for Thiago Andrade. It's back with Yuki Honda again. Nelson Ishiwatari doesn't half put himself about. I think he's starting to tread a very, very fine line with the referee now. In truth, there wasn't too much in that one, but it is the accumulation of fouls and free kicks. Honda, Matheus Brunetti. That little turn to try and create an opening from Yudai Shumamoto. Didn't quite come off for him. And we head inside the final 20 minutes. The second half that is racing by. Cerezo's lead still intact. Is there an avenue of opportunity for the home side? Clever little touch by Thiago Andrade. Go for the return, but it's overhit. And immediately the ball's going to come the other way. Real tempo now and intensity about the game, particularly for Shimizu, who chased the game at 1-0 down. They've been dominating the ball. dominated the game itself, heading up for almost 2/3 possession of the ball. Not been able to do that much with it. And that's what Takayuki Yoshida will be looking for from his side. Tanaka. Kagawa. Good challenge. Took the ball back very, very well and very, very cleanly. Sumiyoshi helps the ball on. Nicely back to the goalkeeper. Calmly playing the ball out. And they have been comfortable in possession, even in such tight situations as that, although the pass in the end is just a little force from Ishiwatari. Bonetti. Sumiyoshi. It's a good header by Osehon. Across by Kapishaba. Kapishaba's run it back. He can hit them. And he hits the side netting. There were many on the other side of the ground who thought this was going in. They thought it had actually got in with the way it hit the net. Not to be this time for Shimizu and for Kapishaba. Super effort. We'll go back to Yuyoki in the goal. There will be another change. In fact, there'll be another double change in a moment. No surprise that they're going to bring another forward on in Motohiko Nakajima. When you're chasing the game with 15 minutes to go, it's what you've got to do, really. The question is do they sacrifice a midfielder or a defensive player? Bearing in mind, they only went to 3 at the back. Minute to go. But Osehon who will make way for Ahmed Akhmedov. Straight swap. And the other change, we'll see Yokoyama withdrawn. And on will come Shionhoma. Shinji Kagawa. Off. He's put another good shift in for his side. When does he not? That's nicely done. And a run around the outside. Crosses charge down. And beautifully brought away. Now here comes the counter punch. There's three waiting. There's the cross now. Thiago Andrade could only really head the ball up in the air. Had a bit too much meat on it for him. It'll come back to the Brazilian, who dances away from his defender. Matheus Brunetti and Yuki Honda combined to make sure it's not going any further. Nakajima with the corner. Very firmly hit. Right around the back it goes. Tanaka. Thiago Andrade with the effort. Brilliant save by the goalkeeper. And as it came down for the rebound, Shionoma couldn't quite sort his legs out. Really good response from Oki. And then opportunity really. Quickly read away from Shionoma. Still Akhmedov. Again, he's trying to bundle his way through. There's the Bulgarian. Pleading his case, as always, but in vain. They're not exactly holding on here, Shimizu, but they are coming under more and more pressure. Kapijaba doing well to keep the possession. It's a really good run, which has gone a long way. The shot straight at the goalkeeper. Comfortably saved. Really positive effort, though, from the big Brazilian, Matheus Brunetti. Nearly came down as well for the secondary ball. The goalkeeper relieved to get it back in his arms. Changes coming thick and fast. Ayato Tanaka is going to make way for Salomon Sakuragawa. From Kashiwa Reysol joins us on the field. Honda. Chip full, but not the best ball in the world. Shionoma went for goal. It was well charged down. They're looking for a second goal that would surely now kill off this game. Akhmedov did well just to break up the play. Is there any fuel left in the tank for the visitors to hang on? Or will it be the Shinji players and the Shimizu players who run out of gas? That's a nice take and a nice turn. Helped on looking for Thiago Andrade again. Ball just had a little bit too much on it as it was played forward by Nakajima. Thiago Andrade did best he could with it. And so over comes Nakajima to take the corner. Down and bounces off an orange shirt and very nearly creeps in. Hoki very grateful to be able to gather the ball at the far post. Nakajima's corner comes down and hits Yuki Honda and very nearly goes in, and he's a mightily relieved man. Honda. That's nice. Cross cleared away well by Hatanaka. Kapijawa. Tried to force the game a little. Comes out towards Kapijawa, who's hit his well. Charged down, played forward again by Bruno Matheus, who's right up on the edge of the opposition penalty area now. They're looking to unlock the door. So many orange shirts forward now. 6 minutes remain. Cross is going to come all the way through to the other side. And delivered right back in. The goalkeeper's got himself in no man's land. And the ball is cleared away. Still they try. And it's Akhmedov who goes for the acrobatics. He can't turn the ball home. So one for him. He may well have kicked the underside of Atanaka's boot there. That could be a sore one for him. You can certainly understand why he's down. A couple of the Shimizu players were suggesting to the referee that could have been a penalty and asking the question of him. And they are now checking it on VAR for a possible penalty. Akhmedov got the shot away, as he did. The foot was up. And maybe, just maybe, with less than 5 minutes to go, these two sides who tend to go to penalties a lot, maybe heading to penalties a lot once again. Takafumi Mikurea is in dialogue with his VAR, who is Yosuke Ohashi. And it's a big moment. The referee is going to come to the screen. Well, that's how high the foot is. And it didn't need too many looks from the referee. who turned round straight away and gave a little nod. Now they're just checking it to rubber stamp his decision. Here he comes. Well, it was undoubted once the challenge was made and went to VAR that it would be a penalty. It's a yellow card as well for Hatanaka. And really, in that situation, there's little to complain about. The foot was high, it caught Akhmedov. And late on in the game, there is to be the opportunity to level things from the spot. Or can the veteran prove himself to be a hero once again? Man who turns 39 in a couple of months' time. We've played 88 minutes of the game. What is there left in these players? Mateus Bueno will take the responsibility. Placing the ball very, very deliberately. He's visualised the moment. This to level the game. And he sends the goalkeeper the wrong way quite brilliantly. Mateus Bueno levels the game in the final minutes. Well, they've knocked away on the Cerezo goal. Mateus Bueno finally finds a way through. Whatever the ins and outs of the penalty decision, it's a superbly struck penalty by the big Brazilian. And so we're heading for penalties again, involving these two sides. There's still time. We are into time being added on at the end of the 90 minutes, and there are 8 minutes to add on as well. That's another foul. As the Unue ended up on the floor under the challenge of Akhmedov. Ishiwatari. Well, have Cerezo got anything left in the tank? That's the big question now. Got to get through the stoppage time before they even think about penalties. Or can they sneak a goal from open play? It's all a little too tight in there for that flick. Good strong header away, on by Tanaka. Well watched by the fullback. Brought away very nicely. Shionoma. Well, the shout was shoot. In the end, it was neither. As the effort was delivered. And here's Akhmedov again. And his low ball. So close to finding Matthias Bueno. The cross once again delivered. Away by Hatanaka. Retrieved by Kapijaba. His delivery now. And the header down. Hasn't quite got the length. Well, that would have been some turnaround. That might be some yellow card as well. Good challenge. Had to be inside the penalty area. One back. And battle back for it. Yumura Hata went down there, and then Nelson Ishiwatari goes down here. To his credit, he just got up with it. Tried to get on with it. So Cerezo have a corner. Right in at the near post. Little flick header was Thiago Andrade, who was looking for the far corner and just puts it beyond the far post. Well, the game's turned on its head again. Now all of a sudden it's Cerezo trying to find a winner. We are midway through the stoppage time. Throw-in was flicked on by Akhmedov, got a little touch on the way through. Hatanaka intelligently against the frame of Akhmedov. It's helped on looking for another of the substitutes who's come on, Chiba. Another one that will harmlessly run away. And more frustration for those in orange, having found a route back into the game, desperate to try and find a winner. Although, given the situation they were in, pretty sure they'll take the penalty shootout after Matthias Bueno scored with just moments left. Very well kept in by Matteus Brunetti. It's a good clearance again to get the ball away by Hatanaka. Free kick goes against Zenta Uno in the middle of that midfield. Such a well-taken penalty. He might need to take another in a minute or so. harmlessly out of play. There's a minute of the stoppage time remaining. We're a minute away from penalties. We're going to spend that minute, it looks like, in the Shimizu penalty area. Not overly committing. The goalkeeper's staying back. Could well be the last chance of the game, though, this, the last moment of the game. Shionoma with the corner. Comes all the way through where the ball is hit on the volley. But it was very, very high and not so handsome. And the ball flew into the afternoon sky. Should be goalkeepers, and is. Well, it's a frustrating game for both sets of players, having worked so hard to try and find a winner, that they can't be separated. But these two are the draw specialists of the Western Region League. And as always, in the 100-year Vision League, there has to be a winner, there has to be a loser, and it will be decided by a penalty shootout. Credit, though, to the home side for scrapping their way back into it. Now it's over to the penalty takers and the goalkeepers. Well, all the players are taking stock and listening into the instructions from the head coaches and the rest of the coaching staff. Yoshida sorting his list out. Arta Papas is going through his as well. Remember, Cerezo have won the last two penalty shootouts. All in the last couple of weeks. Cerezo have been struggling for results. This might be the catalyst for them to try and find a route back into some form and to climb that table and to put some pressure on at the top. First decision is choice of ends. That's won by Zenta Uno. And he also gets choice of who's going to take first. A huddle of support. Maybe a huddle of prayer. Well, this certainly helps the players tuning in to have penalty shootouts in games like this. Gets them ready for those big games that they play in cup football and international tournaments. And maybe no surprise that Matheus Bueno will take first, given the fact that he scored such a wonderful penalty to get the game level. It's been a very long, leisurely walk from the goalkeeper. Just keeping Matthias Breuner waiting a little bit longer. And now Kim, the veteran goalkeeper. Will try to produce some more heroics for his side. Will he go the same way as he did just a few minutes ago? That was goalkeeper's right. Goalkeeper went the wrong way. He does go the same way, and the goalkeeper very nearly kept it out. It was just too hot to handle. Oh, he'll be a relieved man. The goalkeeper got two very good hands to it. The ball just crept in. Shunta Tanaka, the captain and the leader of this Cerezo side, he will take initial responsibility. Quick puff of the cheeks, calm himself down. And another one that is absolutely crashed into the back of the net. That one didn't give the goalkeeper a chance. Well, Kapi Shaba, the former Cerezo player, will step forward with the second kick. He's addressed the ball. He's addressed the goalkeeper. Now he takes the penalty. Well, that's pretty nonchalant for you. Couple of steps and bang. Reputedly the hardest striker of all there is in the J-League. He went for power. And that's another of the substitutes who will take next. This to level the shootout up. And beautifully done by Nakajima. 4 perfect penalties so far. That was a cracker, probably the best of the lot. Akhmedov, the Bulgarian who was fouled, to win the penalty to take us to extra time and penalties. Again, just trying to steady himself, settle himself. Couple of paces back. The first left footer of the shootout. Well, he measured the goalkeeper there. He weighed him up. And he pretty much had that on a plate. Very, very, very good penalty from Akhmedov. Well, turning to the most experienced players, Shinosuke Hatanaka, the J-League winner, vastly experienced. This now to make it 3-3. And the goalkeeper reacts brilliantly. Wonderful, wonderful stop by Yuya Oki. Guessed right, got it right, kept it out. From one centre-back to another. Matteus Brunetti. It's another super spot kick. Outfoxed the goalkeeper, sent him the wrong way, and then hooked it very calmly the other way. Beautifully taken penalty. And now Cerezo have to score. Thiago Andrade will step forward. This to keep the game alive. And he does so, and puts a little bit of pressure back on Shimizu. Remember, Cerezo have won the last two penalty shootouts, having drawn the last two games. A third penalty shootout in a row for them. Is this the one where they come unstuck? Because this is the chance to win it. And the chance to get much closer up at the top of the league. And it's a perfectly taken spot kick. Rifled home beyond the diving goalkeeper. Wonderfully taken by Kanta Chiba to earn victory for Shimizu S-Pulse. Doesn't get much better than that. A real skimmer across the grass. Nothing the goalkeeper could do. And it's a victory for Takayuki Yoshida and his side. Yuya Oki, the goalkeeper, coming from the bench, providing heroics. And Kanta Chiba, another who came from the bench to provide the decisive spot kick in the shootout. It's a 2-point win for the home side. Cerezo will take just a point from it, and they'll be disappointed having had the opportunity to really close the gap on Gamba and Wiesel up at the top. It's Shimizu who go above them with this victory. It finishes here. Shimizu S-Pulse 1, Cerezo Osaka 1. Shimizu win 5-3 on penalties. Well, the addition of penalty kicks to the 100-year Vision League has certainly added an extra flavour. It's added extra pressure as well. The players having to respond There has to be a winner, there has to be a loser to every game. And whilst you still take a point from getting the initial draw, they lose out the extra point for winning the shootout. And so it will be an unhappy journey back to Osaka for this Cerezo side, who led through that man there, Shunta Tanaka, for such long periods of the game, but they were hauled back late on by that penalty. A very well taken penalty scored by Matthias Bueno. They'll be disappointed, Cerezo. They had put a lot into that game to get themselves into the situation they were in, the position they were in. But Shimizu are a side who never give up. Takayuki Yoshida rang the changes and got a response with that late penalty that was scored by Matthias Bueno, who then scored first in the shootout as well. And they take a victory on penalties. Cerezo had won the last two by virtue of penalties. They come unstuck in this one, and it's the home side who can celebrate the victory and the 2 points that it gives them to move up the table. Lots of smiles, lots of celebrations. And a win's a win. It doesn't matter how you get them. Is the overall take, really, that Shimizu will take from this. Let's catch up
さあ皆さん、
with
今日の
the
ヒーロー
hero
インタビューは
goalkeeper.
見事なセーブで1ヶ月ぶりのホームでの勝利。ゴールキーパーの沖井優選手です。おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
まさにゴールキーパー、ゴールポストを守ってのこの勝利、まずは皆さんと喜びを分かち合ってください。
最近ホームの試合はなかなか勝てていなかったので、ゴールデンウィークのこともあって皆さんの前で勝利を届けることができて本当に良かったです。
そして沖選手、11試合ぶりの今日出場になります。ご自身としてはどんな思いで今日ピッチに臨んだんでしょう。
サブになってからもずっと準備はしてきたので、東郷にと